The most common punctuation marks you'll use are probably the period and the comma. However, strong writing will also make use of the colon and the semicolon. Although these punctuations both look similar and have similar names, their functions are pretty different. This video will explain the functions of the colon versus the semicolon and give you a short quiz in the end to test your knowledge. Colons follow independent clauses, clauses that could stand alone as sentences and can be used to announce, introduce, or direct attention to a list, a noun or phrase, a quotation, or an example or explanation. Here are a few examples of those uses. Take a moment to pause the video and read through each. If you're trying to decide whether a colon is appropriate, run through this quick checklist. Does the material preceding the colon stand on its own? One way to tell if the colon has been properly used is to look only at the words that come in front of the colon. Do these words make a complete thought? If not, you may be using the colon improperly. Okay, so one of these things is not like the other. In two of these sentences, the colon is actually used incorrectly. Take a moment to pause the video, read through all three, and decide which is the correct usage of the colon. So which sentence did you select? The correct answer is number 3. The colon here unites two independent clauses. Both the commercial had one message, and recycling is an important way to support the environment could stand on their own. Therefore, a colon should connect them. So how would you fix both the first and second examples? Just remove the colon, and then they'd be correct. Visualize the semicolon, and it'll give us a clue for what it does. It looks like a period with a comma placed below it. And this indicates more separation between thoughts than just a comma, but less than a period. There are two most common uses for the semicolon. First, you can help separate items in a list when some of those items already contain commas. You can see how we have the adjectives joined by commas for our fruit. If we're going to connect them, we need the semicolon. To join two sentences, an independent clause can stand on its own, but the semicolon connects thoughts. So we have, I went to Trader Joe's today. I bought tortilla chips, salsa, and guacamole. Like in our previous examples, these could be separate sentences, but if we're going to join them because they're related, we include a semicolon. This first grammar quiz reviews semicolons. Take a moment to pause the video and read over each statement and decide which is punctuated correctly. Did you say C? That is correct. You want to use a semicolon to separate units of a series when one or more of the units contains commas. Here's our second grammar quiz. Take a moment to read through each statement and decide which is punctuated correctly. Well, you probably decided on B, and that's correct. After all, you use a colon after a complete sentence to introduce any list. These are just a few explanations and examples for using the colon versus the semicolon. For more examples and practice, please see your teacher or visit the Center for Academic Writing.